All right, so I'm a fan of the brand Rhude. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Rhude V1 Low sneakers. So I got these during one of their Rhude Bowls or whatever they call it, their little flea market sale type deal where they're basically just putting all their stuff on sale. I was excited to get them. I love the look of them, very distinct. They have a look of sort of like a Vans old school, but with some signature type of detailing going on, a little bit of differentiation, right? The exterior is made out of this sort of nylon woven fabric, which isn't something that I knew exactly how it was going to feel and sort of had a reference for before I bought the sneakers. But when I got them in hand, it's something different. It's something that I'm not used to being used on a sneaker, except for maybe some type of like boot or something. But the whole sneaker being made out of it is different. So then they sort of took that base model of an old school and changed up some detailing, sort of exaggerated some aspects of it. Like the tongue, you can obviously see it's very tall. It sticks up. The lace plackets, I guess you could call these things. I don't really have shoelace hole plackets. You have some extended shaping and detailing going on here. And then you have obviously the clear sole, which is a very distinct detail for this shoe. And the clear sole is something that I like, but I've never owned a clear sole before, and I probably will never buy a clear soled sneaker again because of the fact that it is just hard to keep clean. I mean, I've worn these shoes probably 5 to 8 times out of the house, and within 3 to 5 times they were already yellowing. They were already getting dirty. And it doesn't have the same look and effect once they start to get dirty as it did when they were fresh out the box. Now, I do like the elongated tongue detail. I do think it's a very interesting detail, especially because of the shape of the tongue. I think it looks especially cool when you wear them with shorts because it sort of fits around your ankle, the shape of this tongue, the way it's like cut like a trapezoid or whatever you would call it, but it bends right in the right places and it fits around your ankle very clean. And you have this beautiful Rhude leather tab popping up, just subtle detail at the front there. All in all, the shoe is very simple. It's very clean. You have the simple Rhude branding in the back, very similar, reminiscent to the Vans detailing. So I know Rhude did do a actual collaboration with Vans and release some shoes, sort of like bandana print shoes, very cool shoes. Not exactly my style, which is why I didn't go with those. Cool shoes nonetheless. Now, the biggest thing that I want to touch on in this video is the gripes with these shoes. And I only have 2 Rhude pieces. I made a video about one a long time ago before I started reignited this channel, but I own the Peace Camo t-shirt, which is a piece that I've held on for a long time. I actually put it up for sale at this point because it's not really something that I wear, but it's a piece that I love very much. And I have these Rhude V1 Racer Lows. I love the brand Rhude. I love a lot of the pieces that they design. I love their branding. I love the way that Rhude sort of carries himself and makes connections in the world. But I have some gripes with this individual product, this individual shoe. So the first one being the toe box stitching is actually uneven on one of these shoes. For a shoe being made in Italy by a brand that sort of classifies himself as high-end, high street, it's something that surprised me. You can see on the left shoe that when you look at the toe box stitching from down below, it's sort of off to the left a little bit and it's not straight exactly. It's a small detail, but it's those small details that you expect a brand like this to be keen to in their production, to be making sure that they're watching over it. Again, I don't know if I just got a bad shoe and it's only one out of thousands that they produced that has this and it got passed through their quality process somehow, but something to definitely note. Now next, seam slippage at multiple points on this shoe. And so essentially you have seams where 2 pieces of fabric are coming apart and there's fraying of the fabric. And this happened on the back of a shoe where the 2 pieces of fabric meet at the ankle, and it also is sort of happening and popping open on the end of that shoelace placket or whatever you want to call that flare portion. Again, this plays into the type of construction of these shoes. You would think that these small details would be thought about and sort of planned about a little bit better, but unfortunately they just weren't, I guess. And the last gripe that I had is actually with the interior of the shoe. So the interior of this shoe is made out of this beautiful, soft, supple, buttery calf leather, some type of leather, and it's an amazing feeling fabric. It's very luxurious. The inside feels very luxurious in comparison to the exterior, but the insole on one of the shoes was like too long or something, and it would bunch up right in the middle of where your foot would be going. So it would sort of bunch up and just be very uncomfortable while I was wearing these shoes the first couple times. So what I ended up doing was I literally just took a pair of scissors and shaped the top of the shoe so it slid in a little bit farther, and that seemed to sort of tame it down. But again, just these small little things that you would think a brand like Rhude at their price point and at the level that they've been, how long they've been producing clothes, would sort of figure some of these things out in their construction. Overall, I still like these shoes, but they just don't fit into the type of clothes that I wear nowadays. That's something that I think is important to think about what you're buying, where your style is headed, if it's gonna fit into your wardrobe correctly, and don't just make a purchase because it's a brand that you really love. They have a bunch of items on sale. You want something from the brand, so you just choose to make a purchase because it's something that you can sort of afford. Lesson well learned in my part. Overall, cool shoe though. If this is the type of shoe that you're into, if you're into streetwear, if you like the brand Rhude, this is definitely a dope shoe for you to have, for you to wear. Overall, I still am a fan of the brand Rhude. I still am a fan of a lot of the things that Rhuigi's doing. I still am a fan of all the fashion shows that he's doing, a lot of pieces that they're releasing. I still have a lot of love for the brand, but these shoes specifically, not my style. They would look amazing on somebody else. They're gonna look super dope on them. They're actually for sale right now on Grailed. If you go to Grailed, down in the link below, you can pick these up. I would love to know down in the comments below, do you have any pieces from Rhude? Do you like the brand? Do you hate it? And just any other thoughts that you have looming on your mind, leave them down below in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. New uploads every week. That's all I got for y'all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.